Good morning. I promised to make a video for the young men who are angry and upset because they're not getting laid, because I worry about those fellows. And this is going to be my attempt. We'll see how it comes out. I remember one time I was probably in my 40s, and this guy, he was probably in his mid to young 20s somewhere. Anyway, he was interested in having sex with me, and he asked me if I wanted to hook up. I had never heard that expression before, and I was shocked and grossed out. It was kind of like, you mean like a train? Like a couple of train cars being attached? It was like, and how long? I mean, was he talking about hooked up in terms of relationship, or just put the genitals together for a few minutes? Or, it was just the whole concept of it was just, it disgusted me. And I thought, oh my, these young men need help in terms of the approach. Their approach needs work, serious work, because how you approach sex is so important in setting the stage for it to be a good experience. I mean, you gotta turn yourself and the other person on for it to work. Otherwise, it's going to fizzle. Otherwise, you're going to have dry genitalia on the part of the female and limp genitalia on the part of the male, who can sense that the female isn't that all that turned on. I mean, approach is so important. And so I'm thinking, what could he have said that would have been impressive? I mean, I had to take it as a compliment, because he thought this woman, probably close to 20 years older than him, was cute enough that he wanted to have sex with her, I suppose. Or maybe it was just he wanted to say he'd had sex with a woman who was 20 years older than him and did her a favor. I don't know what he was thinking. But I did not want to hook up like a train. That was not on my agenda for that day or ever. Hooking up is not something I'd ever want to do. Now, I don't know. I guess there are women or females or people who like to hook up. I can't imagine why anybody would want to hook up. It sounds so mechanical, so less than biological, so like machines. Gross. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a better way. And so I had this one idea. I mean, maybe he could have said, if he'd said, wow, I really like your look. But I'd have no idea how to match that. Maybe, would you go to Goodwill with me and help me pick out an outfit that would look good with yours, and then we could go get a Dr. Pepper float at Sonic? I don't know. I mean, that would have worked better than you want to hook up. I mean, it really would have, and then, I would have enjoyed that, taking him to Goodwill and, hey, try on this t-shirt and this sport jacket and these pants, and, hey, here's a cool pair of boots, And then if he had said, hey, can I buy you a dress? You want to pick something out? For the favor of helping me by being a fashion consultant. Now, that would have been really impressive. I could have seen me having an afternoon excursion helping him with his wardrobe, and it turning into I get to have sex with a younger man who wants to look good in a way that I would like, in a way that would impress me. That would have been like a date, a fun date for me, a unique. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to think of creative ideas of how young people can approach getting to know somebody. But even with all that, I wouldn't recommend doing that if you don't know how to dance and you don't know how to give a good massage. Because for me, the beauty of going out dancing was you could dance with 4 or 5 people, and the one that you danced the most compatibly with, if you want to take them home that night, that's the one that you're most likely to have a good sexual experience with. And same with massage. And if you take them home and they just want to go straight to sex without trading massages first, that's probably going to be some selfish sex. It's, a person who can give a good massage knows how to tune in to somebody else, and they can detect by the way they touch and by the way the touch is received what they like, and the depth and the vigorousness. You can learn so much about what the person needs in order to enjoy themselves the most in bed through both dancing and massage. So you don't want to just go from Sonic straight home into bed. You want to go out dancing too. And once you get home after dancing, you don't want to just go straight to the sex. You want to trade massages. So it has to be a complete experience, a complete evening. And learning how to dance and learning how to give a good massage doesn't necessarily have to end with sex, because if it does, you're going to give the impression that you did all that in order to get sex. And maybe you did, but you still don't want to give that impression. You still want to give the impression that you care about the person as a whole being, that you want to be with them as a friend and get to know them and get to know all aspects of them. Not just hop in bed and do the in and out for a couple of minutes and then it's over, and then you're going, well, there wasn't much to that. Well, there wasn't much to that because there wasn't much to that. You got to make life a fulfilling experience in order for sexual connection to be a fulfilling experience. Does that make any sense? I just think people are rushing into sex way too quickly, and that's why they're so disappointed with it. Or they're getting rejected and they're not getting to do it at all. And they're not getting to repeat the experience, and nobody wants to have a relationship with them because they're not relating. They're just wanting to jump in bed and I don't want to get this video banned, but would you get banned for using the word squirt? I don't know. I don't know. But maybe you get my drift.